My name is Mark Louder. I'm the Sales and Marketing Manager for Shindawa Generators, and this is our presentation of the DGK15KVA digital demo. Let's begin the presentation with a hitch. This is a ball style hitch. If desired, we can replace with a pintle hitch. As we move down to the jack, this is a swivel point jack. The jack can be replaced in the event of damage. As we move down to the D-rings, you'll notice that the D-rings are on both corners, and this is for support during transportation. As you move up to the filler neck, this is a lockable filler neck for the fuel. You have your fuel tank. This is a double wall 60-gallon fuel tank that's dual powder coated. As we move down to the wheel, you'll notice the wheel zerk. The wheel zerk is in place for your internal lubing of the wheel bearing. As we make our way to the rear of the trailer, you'll notice the DOT LED lighting and your rupture basin sight glass. As we make our way to the right side of the engine, you'll notice we have a spill containment drain valve. This is an emergency push button for your e-stop. This is an accessory. This is an AC shore power connector for your block heater or your battery charger. On top of the unit, we've added an accessory as well. This is a solar charger for your battery. As we move down, you'll notice we have a fuel drain, an oil drain, and a water drain. All have been brought out to the exterior portion of the machine. This is a padlockable hatch for the security of your door. As we make our way up, you'll notice a single point lift eye. The single point lift eye is for the trailer and the gen set. As we move to the rear, you'll notice the door for the radiator fill is located here. This is your exhaust system. You'll notice we do not utilize any rain caps. This is for your acoustical purposes. All rain that comes in is guttered out of the generator. As we open the door, you'll notice that everything is very easily accessible. You have your battery, you have your fuel filter, you have your oil filter, your oil fill, and your air filter. As we move around the machine, you'll notice that you have access to the alternator, fuel water separator, and your engine starter. Now let's take a look at the electrical distribution. As we make our way to the engine control panel, you'll notice the rear distribution. We have our unique split bus system. We have our three-phase and single-phase output. The three-phase, you have 240 and 208 available. Single-phase is available at all times. These are both protected by a micro switch. If the cabinet is open, it will trip both the three-phase and the single-phase breaker. One other item is your remote start contacts, which are located here on the left. As we make our way to the engine control panel, you'll notice that each door has a document protector. We have an hour meter. There's a spill containment or overflow warning light. We go from there to the preheat, which is your glow plugs, your battery charger, your oil pressure, water temperature overspeed, and spill containment. These are all alarm indications. We have our fuel level indicator. This accessory switch is meant to monitor fuel or priming for your pumps. So if we were to turn this into the on position, you can hear the fuel pumps. You can see where your fuel levels are. As we make our way this way, you'll notice your LED lighting. This lights the interior portion of your control panel. This is your KVA output available. This is unique to the Shindawa products. When we start this machine originally, it'll have 15 kVA, and then as you add load, it'll count down, letting you know what loads you have left. This is your three-phase leg-to-leg, your single-phase, and you can use those by toggling here, and they will let you know exactly what you have remaining. As we make our way down here, you have your voltage adjustment potentiometer to go from 240 to 208 volts. You have your voltmeter. You have your starter switch, which is equipped with auto, stop, and start functionalities. Ammeter selector switch, so you can see what leg has amperage on it. You have your breaker selector switch. This is unique to the Shindawa product. If you're against your load thresholds, you can choose to trip either your 3-phase breaker or your single-phase breaker, or both at the same time. This is your frequency meter and your breakers, all independently operated for single and 3-phase operation. Let's go ahead and start the machine. We're going to rotate the selector switch to the start position or manual. You hear the fuel pumps running. You also saw that the glow plugs came on and off, and now the machine is going to start. From this point, you'll notice we'll settle out at 3,600 RPMs. Our fuel level is half. As we move down here, voltage is 208 volts, and you have 60 hertz on your frequency. Let's go ahead and do this under a load. We're going to go ahead and perform a load test utilizing the Camlock single-phase portion of the load. We have our bus system here where 240 and 208 are available, but we're only going to use the single phase at this point. We're going to go ahead and rotate the switch here to the start position. The circuit breaker is in a closed position. We're going to go ahead and fire up the load bank. You'll notice we start with 15 kVA. As we add load, it's going to count down. So you notice we're fully loaded at this point. We have 0.8 kVA remaining of 3-phase load output that we can use for 240 or 208 volt. You have 208 volts, you have about 50 amps, and you're running at 60 hertz or 3,600 RPM. Thank you for joining us today for the presentation of the DGK15F digital demo. We look forward to working with you in the near future.